Right in the heart of silver bullet.
Yeah. I think they plotting on man. Don't wipe their feet when they enter the lair. I feel a cold stare.
Several armed white men fired at a crowd full of black people, all while children were playing outside. Two black men from that crowd returned fire. A Florida judge just denied their stand your ground defense, and they're facing first-degree murder charges. Let's get into it. So before we get started, let me just paint a picture of where this incident took place. We in Baker County, babes, a place where you can walk into the county courthouse and see a mural that shows Ku Klux Klan members glorified as heroes on horseback. A county where the white son of a retired deputy killed DJ Broadus, an unarmed black man, and then successfully used stand your ground to avoid prison time. That's the backdrop of where this incident took place, okay? So back in June 2025, Jamarian Byrd and Travis Roberts were just hanging out with their friends in their Baker County neighborhood when a group of white males, one of them carrying a shotgun, another with a rifle, walked up on them from a nearby intersection. Now, witnesses say that Devin Powers Jr. raised the shotgun and fired at the group where kids were playing outside. Now, Jamarian Byrd and Travis Roberts grabbed their own weapons and they shot back. Devin Powers later died. Now, after the incident, Jamarian Byrd and Travis Roberts, they didn't chase anybody. The police were called and they cooperated fully, but they didn't get a self-defense pass. A few months later, a Baker County grand jury indicted them on first-degree premeditated murder. They also face aggravated battery, 3 counts of shooting into an occupied dwelling, and discharging a firearm in public. Now, Jamarian Byrd and Travis Roberts tried to use Florida's Stand Your Ground law to get immunity. Sadly, a judge shut it down. In her reasoning, she said they had every right to fire back when Powers first shot at them, but once Powers started retreating, that right dissolved. I guess it doesn't matter that Devin Powers was still holding his shotgun when he got hit. Now, I spoke with Sissy Jones, who is fighting to get justice for Jamarian Byrd and Travis Roberts, and they said, quote, "The Baker County Sheriff's Office, the state attorney's office, and the judge know that Jamarian and Travis were justified in their actions. 2 armed men approached them and created a well-founded fear in everyone that day, and they responded like heroes. To charge them both with premeditated murder when those 2 men remained armed is purely evil," end quote. Now, Sissy, like others, are just having an issue with what appears to be a 2-tier justice system. Stand your ground is pretty clear. If someone shoots at you, don't you have a right to defend yourself? Now, Jamarian Byrd and Travis Roberts are sitting in jail waiting for trial, all for the crime of protecting their neighbors from an armed individual. This is Monique with the Black Belt Daily, signing out.
There is no justice. You know what I mean? Because of the hypocrisy of it. As she talked about with this case, stand your ground. And this stand your ground thing has been going on in Florida really since the Trayvon Martin thing. And you've seen it flip flop back and forth. But I'm talking about just black men in self defense. Whether it generally, if it's a black man or black men defending themselves against non-black men, you know, you're guilty of whatever self-defense can bring. You know what I'm saying? Assault, aggravated assault, manslaughter, homicide. You're guilty of it, and you plan to do it. And this is a general process. And this is where people go play these games. And I'm going to bring up different scenarios in different states. And I'm just going to start with the argument of, see, the different state is a different law and it's a different circumstance and it's a different situation, but it's different and different. And because you didn't say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and you didn't say the ABCs out of order the way that I like them, and you didn't count from 1 to infinity the way that I do it, then it doesn't make sense. I'm going to start from that premise. Trayvon Martin, it was he stood his ground. But y'all saw that. Yeah, it was on, him on a call, basically using a racial slur before this incident happened. But, and if y'all remember the Trayvon Martin thing, y'all remember that part. Fast forward to Nolan Wells. Kids on tape. But we're going to act like it didn't happen. Once again, see, this pattern keeps going on over and over and over again. Over and over again. The guy, how can I say this? people would, you had these goofballs celebrating. Let's just the Chud the Builder. He has the first, what is it? The freedom of speech. He has the First Amendment. The First Amendment does not protect you from inciting violence. That's not what it's for. You can't say I'm evoking my First Amendment right by just going to people and yelling out slurs and starting fights. That's not the First Amendment. Y'all try to lie and act like it is, but it's not. You can't do that. But when it comes to doing it to black people, oh well, we're gonna act like, See, you can't walk up to Jewish people and yell slurs. You can't walk up to gay people and yell slurs. You can't walk up, you know what I mean, to Asians. It's an Asian hate crime bill now, and start a fight and yell slurs. I don't think you can do it to Native Americans. Hispanics is going to become an issue because LULAC and the ICE whole situation. That's going to be a thing. But if you go start a fight with them, no, they're going to arrest you for doing it. But when you do it to black people, not so much. You're going to get, oh, they're just words. Okay, so what? You spit on them? I mean, it was by mistake. That's what you're going to get. Um, the irony, even with the whole Carmelo Anthony thing. He said his text messages on the phone, and his kid that got killed had a rap sheet. Not just text messages, rap sheet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. Dad was out here acting racist. Doesn't matter. Kids beat up the mom and the dad, from my understanding. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what a person does. Nothing should ever happen to them. If they start a fight, nothing should happen. And then people go, no, that's you tripping. No, I'm not tripping, because remember the Cincinnati incident and the Birmingham incident? Was that Birmingham? Montgomery. The Cincinnati incident, you had people coming from another country starting to fight with black people, got beat up, national news story, all the black people locked up. The Montgomery boat fight. White people started a fight, they got beat up, had black people locked up. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I throw the first punch. You got black people, people hurled slurs at, swung on them. Black person swung back, hit the person. That person fell, hit the concrete, passed away. Oh my God. He had to go to jail. Oh, really? They had one with an old guy. Oh yeah, the old guy, he died. No, you got to go to jail. And then an old black woman gets in a fight in a similar store, because I think the one with the white older guy happened like at a Dunkin' Donuts. There's a black woman that got beat to death, and I don't know if it was Tim Horton or a coffee shop, whatever it was. But that happened recently. Y'all was all, no, keep your hands to yourself. It's like, bro, y'all are so inconsistent. You shouldn't be going around killing people. Unless you're a white woman with killing her kids. It's okay. Or if you're a white woman calling the kids the N-word, we're going to raise $1 million for you too. But when it comes to black people, you can't defend yourself. If it's a black woman and she shoot a guy, like we're gonna lock up. This guy was a veteran. He watched Rambo a couple of times. He was a good human being. So what? He was harassing this woman and walking her down and intimidating her. And she told him to step away and back off and leave her alone. It doesn't matter. It's like, oh, okay, right. Oh, just like the incident that she was talking about. That was the one in Georgia, right? That wasn't in Georgia, but I'm referencing the one in Georgia now when I'm talking about the the guy is basically a similar incident where there's like a birthday party or something like that, a graduation party, something like that. And the neighbor comes down the street and then gets mad. So he puts on body armor and comes back down the street and shoots at the dang on family gathering, because it's a party, but it's a family party. And his family helped him put on put on the gear, right, and sent him down the street. And what did he get? A slap on the wrist, $5,000 fine, bond, whatever it was. And it wasn't even a serious thing like assault, or wasn't aggravated assault, wasn't attempted murder, nothing. It was just like, the laws are a little bit different. If you're in Georgia and you put on body armor and you shoot at people for no reason, it's not really a crime, buddy. It's like, oh, okay, this what we doing? Hmm. All right. I just saw an incident with Sauce Walker. It was crazy because basically he's in a parking lot, and I guess when he parked his car, there was no like parking lot attendants. So when he come out, they want to charge him. Like, bro, where was y'all at? I wasn't here when I got here. So one of the guys, um, basically wanted to talk slick and reckless. Like, man, shut up, shut your ass up and pay. You're like, what? So they're about to get into it, and and both of them, knuckle up. And then it's an Indian kid. Then he runs off, officer, officer. Sauce Walker gets arrested. I'm like, boy, y'all so full of it. But it's all on camera. They they both was out of pocket per se, but it's Texas. So Texas is one thing about Texas that people forget. Not only is Texas a stand your ground state, Texas is a mutual combat state. You don't actually have to, and it's one of the few states in America that's a mutual combat state where you don't have to go to jail for fighting somebody if both parties agree to mutual combat. That's all you got to do. Hey, man, I want, that's how they say it, Cali. I want that fade. As long as you agree to the fade, you win, you lose, you go home. But people don't really want to deal with stuff like that. Now, getting back to the topic about the self-defense thing, right? Y'all have an issue with it because there's really no circumstance when you get a black man with a non-black person defending themselves that y'all act like it's so like we understand. Y'all don't do that. I remember the video with the African security guard who killed the dude in the McDonald's because he got mad because he started a fight with a guy. Basically, if I remember correctly, he basically started a fight with a guy. The guy was like, and he started losing, and because he lost the fight, he pulled out his gun and shot him. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's like, oh, and it's that same thing, like, oh well, it's okay, and it's like, all right, remember that. Same thing with the Rick Child thing. Same thing. Even going back to is it Natasha Harding? When she was found guilty, but the judge said, no, 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 we can't put an Asian woman in jail for murder, even though she's guilty. It's like, here we go. To all of the lynchings that ain't lynchings. that's been happening in the last year. It's like, yeah, man, we get it, man. And then this concept of if a black person defends themselves and wins, oh my God, we got to go on a hit campaign. Oh, they stole a Snicker bar the November 1st, the day after Halloween. That wasn't their candy. How old were they? Oh, they were in the 4th grade, but it doesn't matter. Criminals. You see, that's why they are the way they are at 30. It's like, oh, okay. 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 Right. So, we get it. Trust me, we get it. But, this is America. I'm going to leave it at that. Tell me what you think. Catch you on the next one. Peace.